Maybe Rommel has to actually be there for the plans to work. The army only benefits from the commander's abilities once they arrive, but I don't think that stops you from drawing plans. TNT is the union of your parents and grandparents. Your grandparents were a sailor in the Republican Navy. Interesting. Because you can still make the plans, you just won't enact them. Okay, staff office plan. Let's get this up and running as quickly as possible so that we can join in the attack which is currently ongoing. How long is this focus? 70 days. It's going to be really nice when we get the 25 extra. Oh, and we are going to be... Oh, this is interesting. Right, because we are mobile warfare, it means that we're going to be generating plans extremely quickly. They just won't be as high as if they were under, say, a grand battle plan. But we're still going to have 25% more than we would have otherwise. One more day, and then we attack. Rightio, off we go then. Throwing telephones at Rommel. I'm sure he appreciates it. Socialist Republic of Liberia has joined the Third Internationale. If your army of volunteers and frontline faces two different enemies in a three-way war, you can't draw plans against one of the enemies. But once it's cut off, the only frontline faces one enemy and you can draw the plans now. Although the front line never faced two enemies. Savoyard crisis resolved a few days ago. A demand from the Commune of France was telegraphed to the Swiss government. Cede the province of Haute-Savoy under the threat of armed coercion. The French characterized their demand as a need to end the persecution of the French population within the province. So thankfully war was avoided, otherwise I would have had these guys sent home again. Namibiland declared war on Southwest Africa. Zambia declared war on Barotseland. Oh dear, Middle Africa just collapsed. That's annoying. It means I can't get my Valkyrie anymore. That's very irritating. Yeah, this is definitely going to do some serious damage to CNTF AI. This is 1, 2, 3... 6, 7, 8, 9 divisions out of the 35 they have. So it's roughly a 1/3 reduction. Plus all of the industries and stuff that are down here which are now going to be fighting for the Kingdom of Spain. So I think we've just boosted them pretty heavily with this. Right, I still hadn't decided what I wanted to do about this. In fact, the other thing I want to do is early mobilization. I think I just need to focus on something else for a moment. Depth charges. Oh, we could get radio. Let's get radio. We should also get some of the fuel refining technologies. Make it more efficient for imports. And there we go. The initial upgrades are now done. It's a pretty big city. Singapore, I think I'm going to upgrade to a level 8 as well. You. Yeah, we would have got a lot of extra factories if we'd built that up. Never mind. If we'd got that one focus. Definitely going to have to try that one of these days. Upgrade guns, 1939 technology. Pretty sure. Yeah. Syndicalism spreads to Burma. Bugger. Following a string of poor decisions by the Burmese government, culminating in an order to the Royal Burmese Army to open fire on protesting students and workers, the entire country turned against the royalty. The newly founded National Council is now forming a new syndicalist government and is reportedly already considering looking outwards for strong-minded allies. And there we go. CNTFAI. Very, very bad for them. Let's see if we can move you up here with the intention of cutting across there. The Union of Burma has joined the Eastern Syndicalist Union. Need to be careful that they don't try and cut us off here. That would be quite bad. The Venetian revolt, with the recent electoral victory of the right-wing and vehemently anti-Austrian ANI party in the Italian Republic, there's been an open sedition in the Veneto region by moderates opposed to the new government. Many regional rebels openly calling for the restoration of the serene Republic of Venice, the famous state that had once conquered in the Revolutionary Wars and ruled alternatively by France, Austria and Italy ever since. Can the Queen of the Adriatic survive? Duck Herr Jäger, thank you very much for the subscription. Very much appreciate that. Welcome to the Mordlings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there any oil or fuel resources close to me? Indonesia is some more. Which is why I was kind of hoping the Netherlands would, like, go socialist or something. I don't think they will. I mean, I still might support Intel India against the Netherlands. Alright, so we have the Venetians against Legionnaire Italy. I'm going to make a save here, because one of these days I'll need to play as them. Although I'll probably do that from just a base Italy game. If the Netherlands go communist, the East Indies go to the Entente. Yeah, that's why I was saying I'll support Intel India. Hunan has joined the United Provinces of China. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's give some support. Yunnan has joined the United Provinces of China. Guys, go to Burgos. It's right there. It's open. The fall of Burgos. Reports from Burgos confirm the Carlist temporary capital has been captured by advancing Spanish troops after skirmishes in the countryside. Carlist forces put up a stiff resistance, hoping to delay the Spanish forces for as long as possible, but they were eventually beaten back. You have broken free. Go that way to Bilbao. Actually has a completely normal and easy 100% replicate way to create Venice now. Yeah, I know. That's a lot of submarines hiding away there, Germany. I think. Making me a little bit nervous to be quite solo. Especially as I'm not actually training anything. Did I set my aircraft to support them? I did not. Yes, I did. They are. Never mind, then. Hawaii has joined the Entente. Fourth Balkan War.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
And Bulgaria is about to implode again. As they always do. On the subs training. Nope. Turn that off already. And there it is, cut off.
Los, los, los!
Okay, carry on. Nicely done so far, though. Okay, so now we can change our production. 3% away from the war support. So close, but no, I'm gonna get the tank designer so we can get the breakthrough in the max speed going. Okay, suddenly there are a lot more wars going on. CNTFAI are halfway to capitulation. So are the car lists. 5,000 losses, 75,000 losses, and CNTFAI is probably going to be even worse. 60 for 115. Yep. And that's not showing my losses. They did have someone defending. Mexico has joined the Third International. Okay.
Zeigt es ihnen! Los, los, los!
Not both of you. Oh no, it's both of you. Good. You're attacking across that river. I really wish you weren't, Mr. Tank. Not the best place for you to be active, I think. Eh, what?
Los, los, los! Ausrücken! Ihre Befehle!
Rommel's ill. Bugger. 78% organizer. I wonder if you still get... Yeah, this... Being ill just means you get 50% of your combat bonuses. I still want you getting experience. It's the whole reason I'm here.
Befehle! Los, los, los! Bereit!
You keep on following up.
Zuhören!
You should be able to cut them off. I'm hoping that my tank can cut... Oh,
Zuhören!
go around that way, it's fine.
Angetreten!
Oh, you stay here, buddy. You stay right here. Not quite the end, but certainly bringing them precariously close to being defeated.
Angetreten! Zeigt es ihnen!
I'm actually going to say, stop this assault. And then if there is a tank on this side, which is you, I want you over here.
Zuhören!
And here we go, we're about to reconnect. And we have the German force. Oh yeah! Okay, now we can get reinforced colonial bureaucracy. German East Asia has never had a fully functional administration to implement its will. Now, in the wake of colonial turmoil, it's time to expand the bureaucracy and establish direct rule over our colonies.
Ihre Befehle?
I thought you were supposed to be moving. Yeah, Bilbao still hasn't been taken.
Befehle!
I check the American and Russian Civil Wars. American Civil War. America is losing this time. They lost New England. USA is going to die. AUS seems to be pushing quite well across the Great Plains. PSA has taken a ton of territory in the north, which is going to mean a lot of free volunteer forces. And it's actually the CSA that's kind of been left snoozing a bit. Transamur is pushing really quite hard. And yeah, the Soviets are also pushing. They're into Nizhny Novgorod. Remember that the border used to be this river. And Austria seems to be pushing back in a big way against the Hungarians. Vienna's been restored. And it looks like Venice is losing, but they struggle to cross that river, so they may yet survive. Here we go. We have re-established our connection. Would you mind showing exactly what allows you to send 11 volunteer divisions? Sure, it is that. The Aussichtsrat der Ostasiatische Generalverwaltung, which is just a national spirit that we start with. Peace deal has been signed between the Kingdom of Spain and the Carlists. We won.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Alright, now I think a general assault here, pushing on the south side of the river, is going to be what we want to do. What's the other 6? You can get 2 by default, plus the 5 is 7. I'm not actually sure why you can do the other 4. Nope, don't know why. I wonder if I went to, say, Russia, send volunteers, would it tell me? No. Which is possibly why this is not working as intended. Russian thought is not giving me volunteers, that's just giving me better strength and more special forces, so I should start training some more Marines. Although I'm probably going to hold off on the Marines until we get the Amtrak units. Which we will actually need to research. Although that's still way ahead of time. The Federal collapse. News travels quickly today. The federal government has collapsed in the American Civil War. What land was formerly under its control has been swaddled up by the other American factions, and the last remaining federal leaders have reported to have met with the generals of the Pacific States of America in order to negotiate terms for their complete surrender. Washington has also fallen. Zanzibar and Tanzania have ended their hostilities. Government. Paul Koenig gives experience. Oh, that's why I have so much naval experience. Dockyard and naval base construction. Justify and land fort construction time. Construction speed, research and output. Stop showing me cool mods. I'm trying out Road to 56. I was pleased and impressed by Road to 56. Like, I've heard a lot of negativity about it. I'm still a little bit about the focuses. But the tech tree is fantastic. And I'm only about the focuses because I haven't really tried them. But like, their British focus was fascist only, and that's basically just replacing what was already a fascist tree, so it's just a little bit of a weird implementation. Austrian Empire took 14 states, Illyria took 1, Hungary was annexed. Ah, the Union of Britain are here.
Auf geht's!
Well, we definitely don't want to attack anything until Rommel's back. Rommel's back. I'm going to drop in another staff office plan. Right, the other thing was, I was going to try and change something in my division templates. I was going to add more artillery to these. Which saves me a bunch of manpower. And we are going to need to start making support equipment so I can get field hospitals, which we really desperately need. So I might stop building fighters for now. Switch you to support equipment.
Befehle?
You're short on light tanks. Yeah, we are very short on light tanks. I just need more military factories at this point. We're still a ways away from being able to change economy laws. And we're still a ways away from the war support needed to change economy laws.
Zeigt es ihnen!
I think the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change these to also be heavy artillery units. They're just going to lack the tanks. Which again saves manpower.
Achtung!
It will take a minute for supply to arrive. And now we are going to be a little short on artillery, but I'm totally okay about that. Yeah, I know I need field hospitals, I just don't have the support for them. CNTFAI actually seem to have built up pretty impressively.
Greift weiter an!
Huzzah! Tactical Luke, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Very much appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Mordlings. And the wall, Suns out, Puns out. And Moral Kuma, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. Good to see so many of you watching today. Let's get synthetic oil. We have got the light tank manufacturer now, so we can research the Ocelot. Which is the other thing we should do. Okay. Then maybe we'll replace the tanks with SPGs. Because we can use the old model tanks, which we are using right now, for SPGs in the future. I kind of like that idea. For the extra yes, SPGs in China are going to be amazing. They're going to be absolutely fantastic.
Achtung!
Can you imagine that? SPGs and artillery. It's gonna be good. These guys are just about exhausted, so I think I might go. Can't pierce their armor. It's because my tank divisions aren't in the fight yet. So in fact, what we should probably do is not try to pierce their armor, we should just go around them.
Zuhören! Ausrücken!
And then cut them off. So as long as you pin them there, we'll starve them. Huzzah!
Zuhören!
This actually opens us up right to Saragossa, which we're going to immediately assault. And... No, you're... Damn. Stop
Ausrücken!
attacking here.
Ausrücken!
In fact, you're going to have absolutely nobody here with any strength.
Befehle! Angetreten! Angetreten!
In fact, no, the tank divisions stay assigned to there because I want you to go and help against this.
Zuhören!
There's Zaragoza. Still not enough to stop them.
Ausrücken!
You stay here.
Befehle! Los, los, los! Alright.
Now we can attack them. And now we can destroy them as they are completely encircled. And they... really? Oh, they're still not in the battle. It's because the Spaniards are attacking right now. How do you convert old tanks to SPGs? You can use... There's a button which appears, like down here somewhere. I think it's in the corner. You can click on that. For those that don't know it, the Panzer II, which is normally in their slot, was nicknamed the Lynx. So calling the Kaiserreich version the Ocelot is really quite clever. Oh, that's cool. Iran has declared war on the Ottomans. Nepal has declared war on India. Sultanate of Egypt has declared war on the Ottomans. Okay, so the Ottomans are going bye-bye.
Ihre Befehle! Ihre Befehle!
Over there.
Befehle!
Mashrik joined the Cairo Pact. Let's have you attacking as well. Okay, now we have the tanks in. We pierce 2 of 2 enemy armor. Pierce 1 of 2 enemy armor. So now the tank battles begin. This is probably the first proper tank battle of any war. Union of Britain versus German East Asia. And of course it's Rommel doing it. How do you mark something obsolete? These buttons here. And Halborg, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome to the Modelings. Very much appreciate it. Good having more of you coming along for the ride. Hello. Thank you. And there we go. Superior German armour has beaten the piffier British tanks. You can even call them that. Blah.